Hey, welcome back to Corbellic Studios. We're going to be doing a bunny rabbit painting right now. This is going to be a cute bunny rabbit painting. Bunnies, I always think of it to be kids' art. It could be anybody's art, to be honest. But yeah, it's always thinking about like Easter, the holidays, or anything really. I mean, you could even go into the hallway, the kitchen. It could be anything. It's just a bunny rabbit. Everybody loves them. So we're just going to do a colorful one. Like I said, I like to do paintings where we're knocking them out, we're listing them, we're putting them up on eBay, they get sold, and we're not thinking about it. What we're thinking about is the next painting. We're thinking about the painting after the next painting. That's how I like to think of my mind. I play a game, and I'm just showing you how you could be playing the same game and you could just be getting on to the next painting. It doesn't matter. You don't have to love it. You just have to get it done. So let's get it done and let's see what we pull out of this bunny rabbit. All right. All right, here's our bunny rabbit. And this is going to be a cool one. So let's just do the background where it's going to be like a light brown, like a light brown pink. Okay. I'm always with my super big brush, which is the 1.5 when I'm doing these backgrounds. If you're new to the channel, I do it this way. So that way it's kind of like my version of gesso. Instead of me gessoing a board or this canvas because they're pretty dry, I just do it like this so it could already have the color there. It's like two birds in one stone. And we knock it out. There's not too much thought about the background. I'm gonna add a little bit of hues or blue hues. Look at that, like there, or really that's like turquoise, right? But it doesn't matter, look at that. And now when I'm at this stage, we dry it off with a heat gun. All right, there we go. So now let's sketch out the bunny. And we do not use pencils or anything like that. I go straight into it with the black acrylic. That way it already builds up like our shadows and our darker areas. It builds to the body of the painting underneath, and it makes the colors pop later on when we add the colors to it. So let's do this. There we go. Let's do the under eye. Look at that. Huh? I love that. Let's do some more dark here. Boom. There we go. Now, normally I would dry it off a little bit, the black, but I'm not going to do it this time. I'm just going to go straight into it because I really want to work these as fast as I can. And the reason that I'm doing that in these videos, I'm really trying to go faster now. Normally I talk a little bit, we're having a good time, but I think it's important for me to have these type of videos where I'm really knocking it out and I'm not putting any thought to it. That way it could demonstrate to you how you can also go about doing your art, because if I can do it, you can do it as well. And just showing how I show up to work, or demonstrating how I show up to work, and just putting whatever color down first and just knocking it out. Whatever happens, happens. I can't control that. Only thing I can control is me showing up to do the painting. Right? So let's just do the work, do the paintings. I show you how simple it is, because anybody can do this as long as we're using the projector. And as long as we're using the 1-inch brush, that's really the secret to make things look like you're a professional. Just use a 1-inch brush and everything turns out. I'm telling you, it's the craziest thing. It changed my art career once I started using the 1-inch brush. Boom, look at that. And then let's go in with the turquoise, because I love turquoise. If you've been watching me long enough, you know this is like my favorite color to pop things out. I just love the pop of it. It balances out every painting almost. Look at this, turquoise. I love this bunny. I love this bunny. Did Nicolas Cage say something like that in Con Air? Or maybe say, "Give me back the bunny." Whoa, look at that bunny. That's awesome. Let's throw some red in there just because we said so. Just because we said so. All right. Now I'm going to throw the eyeball there. So we're going to put the whiskers, right? And look at that. I mean, there's no rules to our bunny. It's like our bunny's not playing any games, but neither are we. Not everything has to be so light. Sometimes your light subjects could also be dark. I'm not saying that this is dark at all. It's not. I love this bunny. It's looking good. And look, we did this together. We really knocked this out. I'm really just trying to demonstrate that you can do this as well without any thought into it. I didn't go to art school. And anything I can do, you could do better. Yes, I've worked on this, doing this type of, it's just a muscle memory. Is it a muscle memory or just something that I exercised over the years? But I just exercised the muscle of knowing that everything is going to be okay regardless of what I do, or regardless of the choice that I make in the art, it's going to be okay. And after a while you'll get better at it. And the reason why you'll get better at it is because you'll know what your clients are. You'll know that it's not that deep as you think it is. Sometimes you'll be in your state of mind thinking that people expect a certain thing from you when they don't. And especially once you know what your clientele is from eBay, you're going to be like, "Oh, really? They just want authenticity from me? They just want something that's wild and it doesn't matter?" Then you're going to be more free and you're going to be more confident in your choices. And we're done with that bunny right there. Look at that. Huh? Look at this. That's a cute bunny. Well, look, we did this together. This is always a fun one right here. And like I said, the idea is just that you're getting comfortable and you're knocking the work out. You don't have to be committed into the artwork and stay so long into it thinking that your time that you're putting into the work equals your pay, because it doesn't. A lot of the times it's the things that you finish the fastest. Those are the things that get paid the most, because we're just pumping the algorithm. If you want to learn more about how you could do this in eBay yourself, click the link below. We have a mastermind meeting this Sunday and you could join us. So I'm going to see you on the next video, or see you in the meeting.